Hey, my church, Pastor Jim here, and welcome back. We are in week 2 of our series, Stories with Mark, where we're taking time to read the stories from this guy named Peter, who was a disciple of Jesus, who was an eyewitness to the things that Jesus said, things that Jesus did, and he told another follower of Jesus named Mark to write this down. And so we can read it today. And the question that I have for you right now, in order to kick us off today, is the faith that you have right now, is it the kind of faith that God says saves you? You ready to find out? Let's go. All right, we're back, and the answer is yes. You have the gift of faith that saves. And here's how I know. A pastor in the Bible wrote this down a long time ago, and it's so beautiful. I just got to share it with you today. Here it goes. He says, "For the message of the cross is foolishness to those who are perishing, but to us who are being saved, it is the power of God." And what this means is the very fact that you're here right now means that you have faith. The kind of faith that God says saves you and saves me. Because after all, if you didn't have the gift of faith, all this would seem like foolishness, like a waste of time. Now you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, hey, Jim, I hear you, but I don't feel it. I don't feel faith in my heart. Maybe you felt like that in the past. Maybe that's you right now. But what I want you to know, and this is big, guys, don't miss it, is that feelings can be deceiving. Think about it like this. If I want to get healthier, what can I do? I maybe go to bed earlier, get some more sleep, I get some cardio in there, and I also can trade my unhealthy food choices for healthier ones. But let's say that I miss lunch and I walk into the break room and there is leftover birthday cake. My feelings may say I deserve that cake. My feelings may say I want that cake, that is good for me, instead of eating the carrots that I cut up the night before. And so feelings can be deceiving. And when it comes to faith, feeling your faith is an amazing thing. But realize that if you base your faith on your feelings, whether you feel it or not, then you can be deceiving yourself and you're not basing your faith on what God says you have. And that can be a dangerous place to be. Earlier I mentioned that faith is a gift. Have you ever thought about it like that? That faith is not something that you and I decide that we're going to create or decide that we're going to discover and believe and pour into. But instead, faith is an actual gift from God to you and to me. And if it's a gift, that would mean that God wants you to have it. That God picked you. Of all the people in the world, God picked you to have this gift of faith. And so what is faith? What are we talking about today? And so a simple definition, a simple way to think about it maybe is this. Faith goes beyond reason, but after gives you reason for believing. And we're going to look at a story today in Mark about faith. We're going to look at a story today about Mark, how Jesus describes faith and just how powerful this gift that you have right now is. And how faith that doubts is still faith that saves. And the other thing we're going to look at today is how your faith can help grow someone else's faith. That faith is not just this personal thing between you and God, which it is, but it goes beyond that. That faith actually is a community thing, something that you and somebody else do together. So a lot of things to cover today, a lot of things to go over. But guys, thank you so much for being a part of my church, for being a ministry partner with me as we help all people encounter Jesus. God bless your discussions. I think it's going to be an awesome one today to remember. And so guys, let's get started.